guys, welcome back to Treasure Circle, where I'm so random you never know what I'm gonna do. Make sure that you subscribe. Anyway, so today we are going to talk about tithing. Oh my gosh, tithing. Yes, tithing. Oh my gosh, when we talk about money, people don't want to talk about money. Well, people get offended. People are like, oh, that church is going to take all my money. Okay. I know I'm ranting, but first, I am wearing a Chris Brown shirt. Anyone that knows me, been a fan since day one, kind of. I don't remember, but been a fan all my life. Went to go see him in concert, man. I was having fun. You couldn't tell me. Hey, I was like, hey, ooh. You couldn't tell me I wasn't one of them dancers on the stage. I was like, I should have belonged on that stage because they was like, hey. And then there was this person that decided to this guy, he was drinking a little bit, decided that he just wanted to sing all the songs with me. I was like, no. And it was kind of close. And I had like a whole aisle to myself, so I was having a good old time. And I was like, singing to Chris Brown. I was like, you wall to wall. I was like, you can tell me I didn't belong on that stage, okay? And then this guy was like, ooh, the girlfriend too. He's like, oh, it's this song right here. It's this song right here. I was like, oh, no. Chris Brown. I was like, so that was a random story. I don't really know where that came from, but I just had to share that with you because you couldn't tell me that I didn't belong on that stage, man. You couldn't tell me. You couldn't tell me. So before we get into our tithing topic, I'm gonna tell you some top 5 of my artists that I just love in general. Yes, I love Jesus. I love Christian music. Don't listen to this music as much, but still a fan, man. Still a fan. Not of everything, but a good majority. So I'm going to share with you really quick my top 5 favorite artists. Chris Brown, definitely. Not in no order though. Chris Brown definitely number 1 for me. Definitely. Not number 1. Definitely in the top 5. Nicki Minaj, hands down. As soon as she came out, man, I knew every lyric, I knew every song, I knew every of it. I knew every single thing. Yep. And I remember my sister bought me her first album, Pink Friday. She bought that for me and I was in 7th grade maybe? Was it 7th grade? Oh, I think I was in high school. Was it high school? I don't know. Some grade. 8th grade, maybe 8th grade. She bought me the Pink Friday album and I tell you I listened to that every single morning in my little radio every single morning. That was my album. Every morning on my iPod on the way to school, I would walk. That was my song. I just listened to it, man. It was so good. So Nicki Minaj, definitely. Number 3, Little Mix. Oh my gosh. The girl group from the UK, bomb, my favorite people. Like, I was just telling my coworker this the other day, like, I love them because they're weird, they look good, they dress good, they can sing good, they can dance good, but they're weird. Like, they're weird, they're like, it's crazy, they're just weird. But I'm like, okay, so you could be cute and be weird at the same time. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what? They help me be myself. They help me. That's number 3. Number 4. People that I just love. Michael Jackson, man. How can Michael Jackson not be in your top 5 people that are just awesome? Michael Jackson was bad, man. Ooh, just slide. Michael Jackson was bad, man. Everybody know that. Like, nobody on his level. Like, he was just it. Michael Jackson was it for me, man. I used to be doing dance routines in my living room, like, everything. Michael Jackson was it. I still love Michael Jackson, man. Still love him. So that's number 4. Number 5. This is a hard one because I gotta try to pick somebody that's in my top 5, but the Temptations, man. Everybody knows I'm a Temptations fan, man. I used to know all the lyrics. I used to know all the dance moves. Ain't too proud to bed, sweet darling. Please don't leave me, girl. Don't you know Ain't too proud to please, baby, baby. Please don't leave me, girl, don't you? Like, all of it. I knew all the lyrics, all the dance moves. Ask anybody that knew me growing up. Temptations, top 5 artists that I just love, probably would never get tired of. Some are passed away, but still never get tired of. Yeah, I'm gonna share my experience with tithing, how I got started with it, how I found out about it, all of that. So, I did start tithing. I didn't start tithing until I got I forgot what job I was at. I had a lot of jobs in my lifetime. A lot. That would be another story. I heard about tithing. I heard about that. I never really thought it applied to me. Like, I was young. I was like, maybe when I get older. I don't know if it applies to me right now, but I was like, okay, I'm just gonna, it doesn't apply to me. So I was talking about church at my church, and I'm hearing about tithing. The Lord's like, test me in this and see if I don't open up a window of heaven and pour you blessings and something, like that. You know what? I was like, okay, so I got challenged. I was like, I'm going to pay tithes, 10% of my check. And so I was like, consistently, I'm just going to start paying tithes, 10%. So I was doing it. I was like, okay, 10%, 10%, 10%. And it's crazy because sometimes you're like, where's my money going? Like, where's my money going? And the cool thing about my church is they always show you where their money's going. They show you who we're giving to. They show you how we're helping people, like building orphanages and all these things that are, us giving to the church is helping other people, and that's really what it's about for me also. I know a lot of people are like, man, the church just wants your money, man. I'm not giving no dime. They just misuse it, and that misuse it is like, how do you know that every church misuses the money that you give them? Yeah, you had a bad experience, and I'm sorry that you had a bad experience, and that the person that was in charge of it did some things that weren't really cool. But you cannot let that be your view on every single pastor, every single church, because not every single church is like that, you know what I mean? So you can't just let that be the answer for it. You can't let that be the answer for every person, every church, every pastor, you know what I mean? Because they're all different. Yeah, man, tithing honestly changed my life, man. It's just, and it's not in all the ways that you want it to be, but it's what you need. My experiences about my tithing experience, and so I was tithing consistently for a few weeks, and sometimes when you're tithing, it's like you don't understand, you don't see, like you're like, okay, God said test me in this, but God hasn't done nothing. I've been paying tithe, but God has not done nothing to where like, should I still continue to do it? Like, I'm not feeling nothing, I'm not getting nothing, I'm just here, still paying my tithes, but I'm not receiving nothing from God. You know what I mean? And so that's a question that, some people are probably, or things that some people are probably going to experience. For me, that wasn't the case. I started paying my tithes, and I remember I was one of those people with my money where as soon as I got my check, I would spend it on food. I would have expensive tastes. So I'll go eat crab. I'll go spend hundreds of dollars on dumb food, on just food, you know what I mean? And so I always would eat up my money. And this was like a Tuesday, and I got paid on a Friday. Was it a Tuesday or was it a Wednesday? I had like a few more days before I got paid, and I had $10, and I was hungry too, but I had $10, and my gas tank was really already low, and I know $10 was not going to be enough. And I don't know when this started happening after I tithed, but all I know is it was like right after I began to tithe. Man, I got, drive my car. I had just finished I had to take bottles to the recycling person so that I could have money to put to gas in my tank. And I was just like, okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. So I only got $10. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to have to try to make this work till Tuesday. Or actually, I was working at my job now. I was like, well, I'm going to have to make this work till this day because, I don't know what I'm going to do, And so I go up to the gas station, and I'm like, I pull up, and I'm about to put in my cash or whatever. I look, and the gas tank says, I forgot what it actually said. It said, remove the nozzle and start fueling. And I was like, if that's what it said on the thing, if you've been to a gas station, I was like, remove the thing and start fueling. I was like, what the heck? So I take the gas out, and I hold it, Then all of a sudden I'm like, okay. And so I push the number, and then I'm able to fill my car up. I'm able to put the gas in my car. And I'm like, what the heck? This mess is crazy. So I put it in there, and I'm like, well, I don't know how much money is on here, but I'm just gonna keep going until it stops. It stopped at it was like $25. And I was like, what the heck? I had $10. It was like $25. And I was like, what the heck? I literally just put gas in my car and did not spend my money. What the heck? And I had like half a tank. And that tank, like what I thought was just gonna give me this and was just gonna get me through, I was able to get to work with no issues because it got me to half a tank, and I was behind the E line. It got me to half a tank. I was like, God. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold up. This never happened to me before. To where it just like remove the nozzle and start fueling. I was like, oh, God, man. This was right after I started paying my tithes. Like I was like, oh God, man. I was like crying. I was like, God, thank you, man, because you know this wasn't enough. And then I went to get me something to eat with the $10 that I had. But I was like, man. I was like, God, you're awesome, man. And I was like, ooh, you showed me. I'm like, I'm gonna pay my tithes because I'm like, you're gonna take care of me. And that's happened to me like 3 times, whether it's been $25, whether it's been $5. You know, and I had $5 and it wasn't enough to make it, and that happened to me again, it was like $5. Happened to me again, it was like $10. So it's only happened to me 3 times. And then all of a sudden, I started expecting that. I was like, God, I'm gonna go on my gas tank, remove the nozzle, start filling. No, then all of a sudden it stopped. And I was like, okay. So I started to expect God to do the same thing every single time. You know what I mean? God was like, no, you're not about to put me in no box. Like, no, you ain't about to put me in no box. And so, yeah, so then that's what happened with my tithing. And I just feel like since I've been consistently tithing, I just been like, not blessings as in money, but I just been taken care of. Like, so many things have changed that I'm necessarily not aware of, but that changed since I started paying my tithes, and it's been a difference. I'm not going back to not paying tithes. And I remember there was a moment where I didn't pay my tithes, and it was like the largest sum of money that I've had, and I didn't pay tithes, and I just felt like, I know it wasn't God, but like I felt condemned, like, dang, Trejure, you didn't pay your tithes. Like, come on, man, you didn't pay, like, come on, Trejure, like, I know. So it was tough. I've been faithfully paying my tithes for over 2 years, maybe a year. Oh, actually, I've been on my job almost 3 years, so about 2 years, or 2.5, almost 3 years, man, almost 3 years. And so, man, life-changing, probably, and not going back, man. And a lot of people think that, oh, God's just gonna give me money. When I give God money, God's just gonna give me money. And no, tithing is not always gonna resort. It's not always gonna resort in money. For me, I realized that even if it just means sustaining, if it just means sustaining you until you get your next, sustaining you until whatever. Like me, I can't tell you how many times that God just was sustaining my gas tank, because I would pass the E line and I didn't get paid till the next day, and I had to try to make it home past the E line. And I knew it was God. I was like, Lord, 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 Lord. And I never ran out of gas every single time. So even if it's just sustaining my gas tank, and I go drive all these places and it doesn't move, that's where I'm starting. I see my tithes showing up. You know what I mean? So things like that. So that's what I learned. So thank you for watching my video on tithing. Hope this helped you. Look, test him. It literally says in the scripture in Malachi about it. Test me and see if I don't. That's what it says. Not the whole scripture, but test me and see if I don't. Test me and see if I don't. So, and it's not going to always look like how you want it to look. When you give, it's not going to look like money. It's not going to always be money. It's not going to be always this. It might be a connection. It might be a new idea for the business. It might, who knows, but it's going to be what you need. And once you start paying your tithes, you're not going to want to go back. Test them and see if you don't. That's my favorite. I like that line. Test me and see if I don't. Open up. See if I don't. So definitely see. pay your tithes, man. And for you guys that are faithfully paying your tithes, man, I hope this was encouragement for you. Keep paying your tithes. I know God's taking care of your every need and supplying every need that you need. You know what I mean? So, thank you for watching Treasure Circle. I'm tired, as you can tell. My eyes is dripping. Drip, 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 drip.